Hey guys, today I'm back with another Call of Duty mobile weapon review, and in this video we'll be looking at the Pharo SMG. So this is another gun that's been in the game for a little while, but now with the Season 6 update we can get it for free. So in this video I'll be showing you guys just how you can get it, and also, as always, we'll have a really detailed look at it. Before I continue though, I would love if you could hit the like and subscribe buttons on this video. We're at 60 subs and next up is 100, so if you could help support me I would really appreciate it. And now I'll show you guys how exactly you can get this gun. So I've got it on screen here, and when you open up the game you'll notice that there's a button that says, or a section that says events, and you can click on that and then tap on seasonal. And as you open up seasonal, there should be a bunch of challenges in the close quarters master section. So as you progress through these challenges you'll get the base skin Pharo and the Pharo with the bandit skin. Just a couple things you guys might want to know about the challenges is that firstly, you can't quit the game, otherwise your progress in that game won't count towards a challenge. And secondly, you can't start the next challenge until you have finished the first one. So I tried to do 2 in one game and it didn't work out for me. So when you finish your match, you got to go back to that screen, get your rewards, and then you can get straight back into that grind. Now that you guys know exactly how to get this weapon, we'll get into the review and let's look at the damage and range first. So from 0 to 6 meters, this weapon takes 3 shots to kill, 6 to 10 meters is 4 shots to kill, 10 to 15 meters is 5 shots to kill, and then all the way past that is 6 shots to kill. That is a lot of changes for such a short distance, but you can look at it like this. In that 0 to 6 meter range, so basically when you're right up in their faces in like hip fire range, you'll absolutely shred. Any further than that and it'll still be viable, but you absolutely will notice the drop off. We'll look at the rate of fire next, and this gun is obviously a little bit different because it fires in 4-round bursts. So basically what that means is that it will fire a burst of 4 shots really quickly and there'll be a delay, and the fire rate of the burst is 831 rounds per minute and the delay is 155 milliseconds. So you'll fire those 4 shots, you'll wait 155 milliseconds, and you'll fire the 4 shots again. And you can do this by just holding down the button. It is what you call an auto burst, and you don't need to release and press the trigger each time. So that does make it a little bit easier to use, especially at close range. When you combine this with the damage to get the time to kill, what you pretty much get is an absurdly fast time to kill within that 0 to 6 meter 3-shot kill range, and still a really fast time to kill from 6 to 10 meters where it takes 4 shots. After that, say at the 5-shot kill range, you need more than 1 burst, and you have to factor in the delay, so your time to kill will fall off then quite a lot. We'll take a look at the recoil next, and this gun has quite a lot of vertical recoil, but not too much horizontal. What that means for you guys is that you will have to pull down a lot, but it won't bounce around too much when you're firing, and in general, vertical is better than horizontal because you can account for it and you can control it better. But that being said, it is still a pretty hard gun to control overall, so be careful using it at long range. We'll talk handling for a bit now guys, so this is where we look at the mobility, ADS speed, and hipfire spread of this gun relative to other guns in its class. So this is pretty much, or the Pharo is pretty much in line with all the other SMGs. It does have a slightly slower ADS speed, but the mobility and hipfire is about what you would expect. As you guys might already know, SMGs kind of dominate these handling categories, especially when it comes to mobility and ADS time, so with the Pharo you'll have no problems there and it handles excellently. Now that you guys know what all the stats are, before I get into a class setup for this weapon, I'll talk quickly about how viable I think this weapon is and how I think you should use it. Guys, I know a lot of people fall into the trap of using burst weapons at long range, but this is absolutely not one of those weapons. This gun is at its absolute best when you're inside that 10 meter like 1 burst kind of range, and that is really close range, so you have to be super aggressive with this. I probably think that the best mode for this is hardpoint. It can really work there because there's so many gunfights where you're just on the point and the people are literally like, you know, they're within knifing range. But other than that, this is quite a hard weapon to use, and I probably wouldn't recommend it overall unless you're really confident and you can really hit your shots. If you don't like the MSMC that much and the other team is spamming it, this can shut down MSMC users because it does actually kill faster if you're at point blank. But other than that, besides those kind of specific scenarios, this is, again, it's a good weapon, but I wouldn't really recommend, especially for your ranked games. Just as a side note guys, burst weapons are really fun and pretty interesting to use, so definitely pick this up and try it out in some of your public matches, and again, if you like it, of course use it in ranked. But now, let's get into my class setup for this gun. First up guys, I've got the red dot sight in my optic slot. I find the iron sight's a bit weird and kind of hard to use, but If you like the iron sights, then go for it. Definitely would not recommend the attack scope for this weapon. It definitely has too much recoil for that, and you probably shouldn't be using it at that sort of ranges anyway. For the attachments, I've got quick draw, so you can ADS and start shooting as soon as possible, of course. I've gone with the laser sight because it really shines where this weapon is at its absolute best, so at that sort of, point blank in your face range, the laser sight helping you land that extra shot when you hip firing can really mean all the difference between a kill or getting killed. And finally, in the last slot, I've got the long barrel because anything to increase that one burst range is really good, so I've slapped that on there for that reason. So all the attachments are pretty much building this gun for that one burst kill, because if you can hit that, you'll be absolutely dropping your enemies. For the perks, in the first slot we've got lightweight on because you need to be really aggressive with this gun and it helps you move even faster. You'll absolutely be flying across the map with an SMG and lightweight. For the second perk we've got cold-blooded on, and if you're wondering, yes, 99% of the reason why I've got this on is to counter those shock RCs. They are so easy to get and they will punish you so hard at close range, so we want to avoid that at all costs. And for the last slot, I've got dead silence on. Again, it's a close range gun. Your enemies will be able to hear you when you push up close, so you want to just eliminate that, and then you'll be more stealthy and you can surprise more people, and you won't be pre-aimed when you run around a corner. Guys, that is all I have for this Pharo review today. I hope you all enjoyed it and I hope you guys learned something. If you did, don't forget to like and subscribe. I'll definitely be back with more. If you're like burst weapons, I might do the M16 next, but thank you again and I'll see you all in the next one.